Riot Games officially announced Valorant, and Rainbow Six Siege devs would love to make the game go free to play. All that and more. My name is Ethos, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First off in the news this week, Digital Extremes held another Warframe dev stream last week on Twitch where they revealed upcoming new content, revisions, and more. Among the stream's highlights is the reveal of Operation Scarlet Spear, an update that contains a massive lore event in which the sentient pose a threat not seen for a long time. The update is expected to launch in early March and will introduce a new weapon class, a new MOA personality, and a second deluxe collection for Nova. However, before it hits, the dev team intends to review and revise quite a few features in the game, including the railjack system, armor health, shield gating, AI aimbots, and more. Digital Extremes plans are detailed in a rather lengthy post on the Warframe forums. And if you're not really feeling up for that long read, you can watch the dev stream VOD on their Twitch channel. It looks like Epic Games has taken issue with SuperData's reporting of Fortnite Battle Royale's numbers. The company's representative told GamesIndustry.biz that SuperData does not have Epic's revenue data, which has never been shared publicly, and that its reported numbers do not align with reality. SuperData has generally reported Fortnite as being on the decline in recent months, with the January report saying that the game's revenue numbers have continued their gradual decline and hit their lowest levels since November 2017. And sometimes when you really don't have all the data and all the information, you do have to fudge numbers a little bit, or quite a bit. Of course, this could all just be Epic issuing a little bit of damage control to counter SuperData's negative reporting. As I used to say when someone told me that the numbers we published were wrong, okay then, tell us what they are and we'll correct them. And surprisingly, we never did get any takers. And it looks like you can now add Ubisoft's Rainbow Six Siege to the list of games that it seems to be doing alright, but might someday go free to play. Game director Leroy Athanasoff, I'm sorry if I butchered her last name, told PC Gamer that we want that at some point once they figure out how to deal with smurfing. In gaming lingo, smurfing is the practice of a skilled player owning a second account that they maintain at a lower rank than their primary account. That way, the Smurf account can demolish less skilled players, presumably so the smurfing player can feel good about themselves. A Smurf will throw games so that he can maintain his low ranking, making it an even less enjoyable experience for other players. It looks like Ubisoft are planning to combat smurfing by using analysis of an account's stats, such as the comparison between KD ratio and win rate. It is probably going to take more than that, possibly including some harsh penalties, before Siege can check all the boxes that it needs to before it can go free to play. But hey, at least it's a start. Destiny 2's game director Luke Smith penned a very long blog post last week. Smith first tackled how Bungie has done seasons since October. He acknowledges the fear of missing out that players have in regards to limited time activities, with players realizing that if they don't play enough or miss a season entirely, there might be rewards that they can never get again. Smith acknowledges that there's too much FOMO in the way Destiny 2 currently does seasons, and his plan going forward is to roll more rewards into core activities like the Crucible and Strikes, rather than segregating them to limited time activities like this season's Sundial. Season-specific quest lines might also run longer, overlapping several seasons. Weapons and the general lack of a need to go get new ones once you have something that you like that can be upgraded forever are also on the list of things that need improving. On that front, Smith envisions a cap for legendary but not exotic weapons so that they'll be good for several seasons, somewhere between 9 to 15 months, Smith thinks, but you'll need to replace them eventually. Near the end of his post, Smith briefly touches upon several smaller but still significant topics. Most notable among them is the Bright Engrams, which are basically loot boxes, which will no longer be sold in Eververse stores for real money when Season 10 goes live. Smith also dramatically underestimated how many new Guardians joined the battle when the game went free to play, so the new light intro will be fleshed out this fall. Another stumbling block for new players, one that MMOBomb has harped on since day one, is the quest log. Season 10 will add a level of categorization to the log, letting you sort by exotic and seasonal quests for starters. And on top of that, Bungie has also announced the Trials of Osiris, a popular competitive weekly 3v3 PvP mode from the first Destiny game, which will be coming to Destiny 2 in Season 10. Of course, Bungie launched a developer commentary on what to expect and the snazzy rewards that players will be able to strive for. And finally, rumored all this past month and finally confirmed to be true, Valorant is Riot's Project A, and it's pretty much what we expected. A 5v5 tactical shooter with multiple rounds, CSGO style, and a cast of characters with colorful abilities. So first of all, it's going to be free to play in case there was ever any doubt. The impression that we're getting is that it's solid and competent, but perhaps not exceptionally innovative. At its core, Valorant merges the round-based CSGO style of planting a bomb or defusing a bomb with limited special abilities similar to Overwatch. I can say limited because, as Eurogamer's Chris Tappel describes them, they're not actually game-changing destructive, but serve more to enhance the tactical nature of the game. They also appear to limit charges, so you won't just be able to fire them off every 10 seconds or so. Ability spam might be a thing during crucial confrontations, but for the most part, your firearms are still going to be the main way you deal damage in Valorant, and how they work in the economy is also a crucial element. There are a max of 25 rounds in a match of Valorant, and in between rounds you'll be able to purchase weapons. You can even buy them for your allies and charges for your abilities, though I am concerned that this might lead to a little bit of a snowball effect. Another thing that I think is really important to point out is the technical detail rather than the game itself, that Riot is apparently very keen on keeping ping low across the world for Valorant players, to the point that it struck a deal with internet service providers that will route internet traffic directly from you to Riot servers, according to Eurogamer. That immediately brought to mind a previous article about an ISP that refused to upgrade its service until Riot and Netflix paid them. This detail might not be in the same vein because it appears Riot is voluntarily paying to boost its own performance, but it seems to tug at the edges of net neutrality. You can check out Valorant's website, Twitter, and YouTube and keep up with latest information direct from Riot Games. We'll have more on the game once we get our hands on it, which last week's leaks seem to indicate that it will be very soon, as Riot seems to be saying that the game will be coming out summer of this year. And that moves us on to the question of the week. With the gameplay preview reveal of Valorant, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Does it interest you? Do you think you'd give it a shot? Or is it not enough for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out mmobomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name is Ethos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.